When I was a kid, my dad would sing a British pub song popularized by the Herman's Hermits of the 1960s called Henry VIII, which means that I without a doubt learned of the plight of Henry VIII being the eighth husband before I learned of the plight of Henry VIII's 6 wives. There is the mnemonic: divorced, beheaded, died; divorced, beheaded, survived. On January 25th, 1533, King Henry VIII married Anne Boleyn, the first beheaded in the mnemonic, not to spoil the plot for anyone, in a secret ceremony early in the morning. 2 years earlier, King Henry VIII had asked the Pope for an annulment to his first marriage, and the Pope had refused. On this January 25th wedding, the story goes that the chaplain, Dr. Roland Lee, asked King Henry VIII for the license, and without the proper license, everyone present could be excommunicated. And King Henry VIII assured the chaplain that the permission had been granted, but that the paperwork was safe somewhere else in the castle. Presumably, at that moment he performed the wedding, the chaplain believed the king, or chose to believe the king. I don't know if choosing to believe the king made the marriage more real. These details always confuse me about marriage. There is a taxidermied bear located in Kentucky in a mall known as the cocaine bear because it overdosed on a great deal of smuggled cocaine in the 1980s. And this bear is said to be legally allowed to perform weddings in the state of Kentucky. It's not actually that the bear has any official power, but that the law in the state of Kentucky says that the state cannot invalidate marriages performed by people without the official power if both parties of the wedding believed at the time of the wedding that the person marrying them had such power. It is the power of the belief of the people getting married, theoretically, that allows the bear the power to perform the wedding. I'm not sure if Dr. Lee, acting as the chaplain, is the overdosed taxidermied bear or the participant willfully pretending to believe in this analogy, but he went through with it, between the rock of a king and the hard place of excommunication. This wedding wasn't the entire reason we have the Protestant Christianity we have today. The wedding came 16 years after Luther had posted the 95 Theses. There were cracks in the mortar and chunks falling off the Catholic Church as it was. But this marriage is what put King Henry VIII on the road to declaring himself the head of the Church of England.